Well, what a lot of difference one day can make. After my last late night dissertation, I went in this morning. Well, I didn't go in this morning. I was up pretty late last night. Well, I was up late into the morning doing my usual thing, and my roommate, he was pretty tuckered out, and he turned the alarm off. He said, "Well, let's turn the alarms off." I said, "What is it?" Speaker history, meaning, effect, significance, and violation of the General Welfare Clause of the Constitution. Is America's foreign policy of meddling in the internal affairs of foreign countries and choosing sides caused foreign nationals to turn their hostilities towards America? All of these things. Anyway, I kind of slept in just a little bit. I woke up this morning. I could almost not speak. Man, my roommate Larry, he's from up north and cold in here, and I think that with the moisture that's in the air, and maybe my screaming and yelling and tearing people new asses if I have to, maybe that might have had something to do with it. But anyway, I missed the morning bit. I was going to make very sure that I made this afternoon. This afternoon was the history, meaning, effect, significance, and violations of the faithfully execute clause of the Constitution. Is the president's failure to enforce the immigration laws a violation of the faithfully execute clause of the Constitution? And has the federal government been served with petitions for redress of the grievance? Are certain presidential signing statements and certain executive orders violations of the Constitution? And has the federal government been served with petitions for redress of grievance? What actions must state and or federal governments take to end violations of the Constitution? I went in and Jeff Lewis, the delegate from North Carolina, he's a member of an organization that deals with this, and he brought a gentleman in. I'm sorry I didn't write his name down. I will look it up and I'll try and get it to you in another report. Anyway, this gentleman was very knowledgeable. He played a bit of a movie that was pretty severe. Hey, did you guys watch that this morning? Man, it showed all about all this stuff that's going on in Mexico and the problems across the border, and they showed border incursions, and they showed Mexican National Police escorting drug runners across the Mexico-United States border. I mean, they showed videos of us, Humvees and shit, come across the border escorting these drug runners. And they got just about far enough to where, look, there's American federales. They turn around and run. And the Humvee got across and sat and waited for them. And two vehicles with the drugs. One of them took off, the other one got stuck. And then they opened it up, show all these bales and bales of marijuana in there. Just saying, they showed how the border is being torn up. A lot of my constituents back home in Arizona, they know what the hell's going on back there. They know what it's like. So, excuse me. This was a severe picture. Okay, if you get a chance, I can't wait. I checked out the archives. I've been telling people go there and you can see the archives. I went there to see the archives. There's 4 lousy videos. No, I mean, it's lousy that there are only 4 videos, but the 4 videos that are there are pretty good. So I believe the opening ceremonies was there, and whoever that was that sent me the note that said they watched the opening ceremonies and it made them cry. I got a feeling that when I watch it, it's going to make me cry too. So just feel good that somebody out there is fighting for you, wants you to be successful. Well, anyway, right now it's early. I'm between dinner, and I've got 16 minutes to go down and meet the group, the subcommittee that I'm going to be working with. And it just happens to be the faithfully execute clause. Oh, how did you know I was going to end up on that? Well, at dinner they said that I can't remember which 2 they were. They said that there was 2 other good examples of the government failing to execute their duties that are required in the Constitution. I can't remember what they are, but our chairman, Jay from Kansas. And hey, I'm telling you, I'm doing pretty damn good to get a face, a first name, and a state all correct. Okay, I got a feeling that I don't want to take a stab at his name because I'd probably mess it up. But I'm doing pretty good. Things are moving right along. There's still a portion of the delegation out there that I have not spoken with that won't even look me in the eyes when we walk by in the hallway. What is with that, huh? Man, I'm pretty friendly. Anybody that looks at me, smiles, and nods their head is probably going to have me talking their ear off. Maybe that's what it is. They know what I'm going to say already because it's in their heart. They just don't want to do it or say it or whatever. And they don't want to have to stand next to me because then they'll stand out. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, man. This is ass-busting work. It really is. I mean, last night I took some time off. Today I took a little more time off. I made it over to Target. Oh, I couldn't stand it anymore. I should have went and this subcommittee has already met for 1 hour. That was between when we broke and dinner. And as bad as I am, they got a Target that's like way down the far end of the corner and then across the street. Well, you know how cold it is out here. I asked them at the desk, and they said, yeah, it's only like a 5-minute walk. I said, I'm from Arizona, okay? It's cold out there. I don't want to walk. Don't you have a shuttle, or do I have to call a cab? No, don't worry about it. We'll get there. Hey, Alfonso, okay, can you do it? Right, great. I get a ride down to the Target by Alfonso, right? So I'm talking with him, we're being, just buds on the way over there, and he's all nice to me. I mean, it's his job. I would think he'd be nice to me. But I go over to Target, and I got my roommate needed a cable for his computer. I've been doing this with hotel shampoo and cream rinse or cream rinse conditioner. I'm sorry, I'm trying to hurry because I don't have much time. Trying to do this with the hotel stuff is really rough. That and he needed a cable. I wanted to get a couple other things, some more toothpaste and just little odds and ends there. I want a lint roller for my suit, man. My suits, they're looking kind of shabby. So going through, I grabbed some oranges and some bananas and some M&Ms. It's like, yeah, that's it. Orange, bananas, and M&Ms. Nothing else really, clicked on me when I went by. So that's all I ended up with. On the way back, I said, so Alfonso, do you know what we're doing there? Do you know what's going on? And he says, no, I kind of know, but I'm not really sure. And I start explaining to him, and you know how I explain things. I explain them in detail. And I get about partway through it, and he says, oh, that's really something because I just took my citizenship. I filed my citizenship papers or something like that. I said, oh, man, if you're studying all of that, this is the perfect opportunity for you to witness true government in action, because we're talking the real deal. We're not messing around, and it's fantastic. By the time we got back to the hotel, which was not very far. He's like all over it. I'm giving my contact information. I told him the website. Said you can go and look this stuff up and watch it, and you'll be amazed because this is really something. This is history in the making. Because I told him, the first one, he said, yeah. So I did the same thing with the cashiers in the Target, too. I mean, I hit everybody I touched. The people in the elevators, you see these other delegates, their eyes get about this big when people are in the elevator, and I start whipping up, oh, you know what we're doing here? Here, take it. And people respond and take it and everything. It's like, that's how it's done. Dudes, do it. Get viral. Spread this. Get infection. Okay, I got 30 seconds. I'm going to jump on it. I will try and get you another update later on tonight. And see what happens when I get you early instead of me going, oh man, I'm just dying here. Hey, I miss you guys at home. I love you all. And Debbie, oh man, I miss you. Until later, working for you, Ed.